Attention duelists! Do you yearn for the good old days? Back when Yu-Gi-Oh was a lot more simpler and normal summons were actually the normal summoning mechanic. Well, today we got you covered. We are picking 8 of the best heroes and villains from the Battle City arc. I brought along 7 other Yu-Gi-Oh content creators and great friends of mine, and we are going to be putting all these decks to the test. Who do you think will come out on top? Drop a comment right now. And much like the Duelist Kingdom arc, there's going to be a grand prize. It might not be $3 million, but it will be a Magi PSA 10. We're going to head down to the lab and determine who gets what character. Awesome, here we are. I am so excited to do some vintage dueling with these anime characters. Are you hype? All right, let's start off with the big dog. We got the homie Card Breaker GT. Let's see what he gets, guys. And it looks like the homie Card Breaker GT is getting Pegasus, the Toon deck. That's fire, I'm excited. All right, next up, going second, we are going to be going with the homie Red Echo Gaming. Shout out to the bro. Let's see what he gets. Pick number 2. What's he gonna get? What's he gonna get? Wow, he's getting Yugi. Just like that, Yugi is off the board. All right, here we go. Going third, we got the homie Potta Gains, my hometown friend. I hope you get the worst one, bro. Just jokes. And look at that. The homie Potta Gains getting a Shizu Ishtar. Hope you can see the future, bro, because you're going to need it. All right, we're going to have the big homie Barako Chama go right now. Let's see what I get. Looks like your boy is getting Joey Wheeler. He was from Brooklyn in the show. I'm from Brooklyn in real life. It was meant to be. Next up, we have the youngest member of our crew, Munsta. Let's see what he gets. Looks like he is getting Bakura, the limey Brit himself. Next up, we got another one of my friends from New York City. He's a streamer on Whatnot. We got the one and only Wawa. He's a really big Blue Eyes fan, so let's see if he gets Kaiba. And of course he does. Wawa taking down the Kaiba deck. Next up, we've got my good friend TCG James. Let's see what he gets. TCG James is probably the best duelist out of our group, so it's only fitting that he gets nerfed a little bit, and he's getting My Valentine. There's only one spot left, so that means the homie Sage is getting Merrick. He's a really big Merrick fan, so I'm sure he's going to be super happy with that. Check him out. He makes really funny memes. Now that all the duelists have been selected, we're going to move on to the next part of this video. I'm going to send them all their deck profiles, and they're going to get ready to go.
And then I use ChatGPT to come up with the order. This is what it's going to look like, guys. Here we go. Alright, here we are in our first duel. We have Pegasus, played by Card Breaker GT at the top of your screen, and then we have Merrick, played by Sage, at the bottom of your screen. We got a classic matchup between 2 villains. Who do you think is going to take it? Pegasus is starting out with Tomb Gemini Elf and comboing into Pot of Greed. Anytime you can draw Pot of Greed on the first turn, you're going to have a huge advantage in these types of matchups. Sage says not so fast and plays Nightmare Steel Cage. No monsters can attack for 2 turns. Here you can see the start of Sage's strategy, one of his strategies I should say, and that would be inflicting burn damage, much like Merrick did in the show in several duels. For those of you who don't know, burn damage is when you inflict effect damage to your opponent in an attempt to beat them without even needing to attack. And just like that, we have our first attack, but due to Toon Kingdom's effect, his monsters are affected if he pays the cost. Sage strikes back with a Mirror Force. Once again though, Toon Kingdom's effect. allows all of Pegasus's monsters to be unaffected by card effects. Now this right here was a crazy maneuver. Sage is using Monster Reborn to bring back this card. When he tributes it, his Gilgarth will gain 1,000 attack points and be able to swing. Man, Magician of Faith is so broken. That's going to let him get his Monster Reborn back. Looks like he's going to copy Sage's strategy, Monster Reborn into the Tribute to boost his Gemini Elf up to 2,900 attack. Looks like this one's going to hurt. And just like that, he rips the last card out of his hand. And he's bringing out a second Gemini Elf. Adding insult to injury, he hits him with the Mirror Force, wipes the whole board. Looks like Pegasus has this first game in the bag. Yeah, and just like that, Pegasus takes the lead 1-0. Let's see if Merrick can bounce back in Game 2. Oh man, Game 2 starting off hot for Pegasus. Anytime he's able to get Toon Kingdom on the board early, he's going to have a huge advantage. Uh-oh, looks like Sage is going into his win mechanic. When he plays that spell card, he's able to bring out 3 Ra's Disciples and tribute summon into Ra. Hopefully he can get an OTK off of this. And just like that, the Winged Dragon of Ra is on the field. Let's see how much attack he gives him. He's going for the OTK, 11,200 damage. Oh my goodness, this man just won Game 2 in the blink of an eye. What a sick animation. Wow, that might be the shortest game possible. Merrick bounces back and wins Game 2 on his second term. Here we go, guys. Game 3, winner takes all. Which villain will advance to the next round? Merrick starting off with a Pot of Greed. Always love to see that. Another Toon Kingdom first turn. Pegasus is drawing really well so far. Sage is activating Nightmare Wheel on his face down defense card. He is going to start burning Pegasus every turn because of that. Uh-oh. Anytime Merrick plays that card, it means he's going to be able to search for Winged Dragon of Ra and potentially get him on the field right away. And there you have it, the Wing Dragon of Ra. 4200 attack. That burn damage is really starting to add up. Pegasus is down to 5,500. That means Nightmare Wheel has done 2,500 damage. Ain't no way he's bringing out a second Nightmare Wheel. This man can't set any cards in peace. Now he will be taking 1,000 damage per turn. Pegasus plays a very clutch Mystical Space Typhoon. That'll reduce his burn damage from 1,000 to 500 per turn. Looks like Pegasus is getting in on it. He's going to use Mimicat to take his Nightmare Wheel from his graveyard. I assume he's going to put it on Winged Dragon of Ra. And yeah, man, he's saying, how do you like them apples? Nightmare Steel Cage, nobody can attack for 2 turns. That's really going to save Merrick's skin because remember, the Toon cards can attack directly, and when Gemini Elves attack, they also rip a card out of Sage's hand. So taking 2 cards out of his hand and 3,800 damage, oh my god, a third one comes on the field, a potential of 5,700 damage per turn, plus ripping 3 cards out of Merrick's hand, absolutely insane. He's going into his spell card, searching for another Winged Dragon of Ra. And just like that, he's gotten rid of the Nightmare Wheel on Ra and brought a brand new Ra on the field. This time it only has 500 attack, because don't forget, it takes the original attack and defense of each card. This matchup could really go either way right now. It appears Pegasus is putting his cards into defense position. He doesn't want to risk an OTK from Merrick. He just has to remember to switch him to attack position next turn. Now that Nightmare Steel Cage is off the field, he can do some serious damage. Alright, now it's Pegasus' turn. I'm excited to see some attacking. Battle phase, and he forgot to put his cards in attack position. That is a brutal misplay from Pegasus. Yeah, so he's going into Snatch Steal now. Unfortunately, he forgot to switch his cards back to attack position. He would have been able to do some serious damage here. But, yeah, you know, it happens. Misplays happen. That's a big one. Let's see if it bites him in the ass or if he's able to come back. That burn damage is really adding up. Pegasus is down to 2,500. Absolutely insane. Looks like Merrick is activating a brand new spell card. It has some insane effects. Pause if you want to read it. Check out what he's about to do. It's insane. Oh my god, he wiped the entire field. And just like that, any shot that Pegasus might have is kind of out the window. Let's see how he recovers. Oh wow, he's using Metamorphosis to bring out Thousand-Eyed Relinquish. He's going to take the Winged Dragon of Ra. What a maneuver. And just like that, Merrick plays his spell card again, which basically gets him a free special summon on Winged Dragon of Ra. Yup, here come the Disciples. He got his Winged Dragon of Ra taken last turn, so what's he going to do? Bring out another one this turn. Oh man, that is a clutch Draining Shield, giving Pegasus 3,300 more life points. Oh no, what's he doing? What's he doing? He's sacrificing the lamb to bring out Relinquish, which means he's going to take the new Winged Dragon of Ra. Last turn he used Thousand Eye to take Ra. This turn he's using Relinquish to take Ra. And he's going into the MST. No way, he's bringing out another Relinquished. This man is going absolutely deep into his bag of tricks. With that Gemini Elf, let's see if he can finally get an attack off. Reminder, oh my god, he can't. Wabaku is going to keep all of Merrick's cards protected. Don't forget, y'all, Pegasus has not attempted one attack yet, and we are on turn 40. I've never seen anything quite like this before. And a Nightmare Steel Cage, so we will not get any more attacks for the next 2 turns. Merrick is now officially above 8,000 life points. Pegasus only has one more card in his deck, y'all. One more card. One more card. And the Lightning Vortex to wipe the field. Megamorph. He's boosting it up to 3,600. Will he finally get the attack in? Monster Reborn. Oh my god, this could be a photo finish, guys. He has 0 cards in his deck. Next turn he will lose. Will he be able to get enough attack on the board? And it doesn't even matter. With the Mirror Force, wiping the entire board. Absolutely insane plays by Merrick. The game is over. Pegasus cannot draw, and just like that, we have a deck out. Merrick is advancing to round 2, y'all. Let's check in on Kaiba and Yugi. We have Kaiba played by Wawa on the bottom screen, and we have Yugi played by Red Echo at the top of your screen. This is a classic matchup between the top 2 protagonists. Let's see who's going to come out on top. I definitely feel like this is the matchup that everybody was waiting for. It's crazy that it started round 1. Classic Kaiba card, busting out the Ring of Destruction. Yugi striking first, playing very aggressive with that brain control. It's a shame he wasn't able to tribute it. Kaiba pulling off the classic tribute with Kaiser Seahorse, going right into Blue Eyes. This is going to hurt Yugi. 3,000 damage, man. This one might be over fast. Swords of Revealing Light. Hold that thought. This game isn't over yet. Man, Magician of Faith into Brain Control. You already know he's going to take that Blue Eyes. Hopefully he contributed this time too. Paying 800 life points to take that Blue Eyes. Negate attack, making the Brain Control worthless since he gets it right back. Rageki, oh my goodness. Wiping that Blue Eyes off the board. Enemy Controller, another classic. I feel like I'm watching a duel straight from the anime right now. Another Enemy Controller, okay. He's gonna flip the Magician of Faith into attack position. How devious. Attacking for game. Not so fast. Yugi pulls a magic cylinder out of his ass and lives for another turn. This one's gonna hurt Kaiba. Such a dope animation. He has 3 spell counters on his skilled Dark Magician, which lets him bring out the one, the only, the Dark Magician. Man, what a treat. We got to see Blue Eyes and Dark Magician both hit the field this turn. Oh, but wait, he's just using it as material. He's going to go into his extra deck and bring out the Amulet Dragon. If y'all don't remember this card, it's because you didn't watch the Seal of Orichalcos arc. We got to make sure you watch the whole series. He's able to get rid of all those spells out of the grave and boost his attack up even more. And he's bringing out Breaker to pop that one last spell or trap card. Let's see what happens here. Classic Kaiba. You know he's always got a trick up his sleeve. He's going to use Shrink to take the attack of Amulet Dragon and cut it in half for this turn. Good thing Yugi used Breaker, otherwise he would have attacked, he would have played the Shrink card, and it would have gotten that Amulet Dragon right off the field. La Jin attacking into the defense card, and he shouldn't have done that. He should not have done that. Man, Yugi with the Regeki, Mirror Force, and Magic Cylinder, too many staples. Thankfully, Kaiba was able to get that Amulet Dragon off the field. I don't know how much help it's going to give him, though. He's sending the beautiful Dark Magician Girl to the grave and bringing out Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. Not quite game, but man, check this out. 200 versus 1,000. This is truly a treat right here. It appears that Kaiba is crashing out right now. He's going to attack into the face down card, and it's a Marsh Milan doing 1,000 burn damage for game. Oh my god, all these amazing cards on the field, and of course it is Marsh Milan delivering the final blow. Yugi goes up 1-0. This is just like the anime, man. Kaiba could never beat Yugi. The only time he could was when he threatened to jump off a building. Y'all remember that? Yugi coming right out the gate with Swords of Revealing Light. Such an OP card. Thankfully, Kaiba has a Shadow spell. He's able to negate that attack and lower its attack down to 1,200. Not the Heavy Storm. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happens right now. Vorse Raider. Will he crash out or will he attack the defense card? He's crashing out. You love to see it. Crash out, boys. 2025. Attacking with Marsh Milan. Man, that is a strategy after my own heart. I love that little guy. And he's using Karibo, the original hand trap, to prevent any damage. Oh my god, just like that, he's bringing out the Dark Magician thanks to his trap card. And he's bringing out the Dark Magician Girl. Wow. Just like last game, it looks like he is going to bring his Dark Magician Girl into Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. What makes this card so good is that it's able to pop cards. And he has another Shadow spell. What a great maneuver. He's still going to take a lot of damage. Or is he? Enemy controller. Kaiba is really playing defense right now, man. He is trying to figure out any strategy right here. Oh, what a strategy. Bringing back the Kaiser Seahorse, which, as you know, acts as 2 tributes for a light monster. But it doesn't matter. The Mirror Force strikes again. That is demoralizing as a duelist. To do all this strategy, bring out your boss monster, just for it to instantly get popped by a Mirror Force. Classic negate attack. It really isn't fair how Yugi has Mirror Force and Magic Cylinder, and all Kaiba has is negate attack. That is such a handy ability. That card can pop the shadow spell that was holding its back, and now he's doing some real damage. He's bringing out the Dark Magician girl. He's got the whole Dark Magician family out. Man, this is a Yugi beatdown right now. He's got the whole gang in there jumping Kaiba in the alleyway right now. Even Marsh Milan is getting in on the action. Jeez. Kaiba, what are we doing? He was able to get that card off the field, but it's not going to matter. Dark Magician is swinging for game. Let's see that animation. Whew. And just like that, Yugi defeats Kaiba 2-0 to advance to the semifinals. All right, let's get into our next matchup. We have My Valentine at the top of your screen, and we have Bakura at the bottom of your screen. TCG James is playing as My Valentine, and then we have Lunsta playing as Bakura. Now, we were doing a lot of playtesting, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but the My Valentine Harpy deck is absolutely insane. It has infinite searching, tons of combos. I don't remember when in the show she was doing all this, but yeah, the deck list that she got is a little bit better than some of the other decks. That being said, we got Bakura drawing First Blood. Not bad, not bad. Maneater Bug, man, what a classic card. My Valentine is doing a ton of damage this first turn. Let's see if Bakura can bounce back. He's using MST to pop his card, but unfortunately when that card is popped, it lets him special summon any Harpy from the grave. Like I said, this deck is broken, and he had another copy anyway. Doesn't even matter. Another Maneater Bug. You love to see it. Yeah, it is not looking good for Bakura. It seems like this game might end very quickly. Bringing out another card. No Maneater Bug this turn, unfortunately. And yeah, My Valentine picking up an easy win in Game 1. Hopefully Bakura can come back in Game 2 and push us to a 3-game series. Alright, here we are in Game 2. Just so nobody gets confused, we now have My Valentine on the bottom of your screen and Bakura on the top of your screen. Looks like My Valentine is already getting into her engine. Once again, this deck is extremely consistent. Special summoning from the deck, which in this format is actually pretty rare. Oh my god, they're growing in numbers. Every single turn he's getting more and more Harpies on the field. Does Bakura have a shot? Maneater Bug, let's see. Let's see. No, Maneater Bug. And James, aka My Valentine, is absolutely wiping the floor. He is speed running this man right now. I've never seen a speed run done in a duel setting before. There's the Maneater Bug. It's not gonna matter though. Lunsta deciding he doesn't even want to live another turn. And just like that, My Valentine moves on to the next round. That was the biggest L I've seen so far, I'm not going to lie. Alright, moving quickly into the next game, we have Joey Wheeler at the bottom, played by yours truly, Mr. Ojama, going up against Ishizu Ishtar, played by Pot of Games. In the show, Ishizu is able to see the future, so she has a lot of cards that look at your hand. As you can see, I drew 3 Goblin Attack Forces my opening turn. Actually insane. Well, he's getting rid of one real quick. And he's looking at my hand again. And he's getting rid of another Goblin Attack Force. I personally would have gotten rid of Regeki, but hey, to each their own. This is a big part of my strategy. I was putting these Lamb tokens on the field and then using Creature Swap to swap with any card that my opponent had. This was great because there's a lot of really good flip effect monsters in this format, and I don't really want to attack into them. So by using Creature Swap and giving one of my Lambs, I'm able to see what card he has and not trigger any of the effects. Going into a little pot of greasy into the Graceful Charity combo. And I'm bringing out Jinzo. He had 3 back row, but it does not matter. I guarantee one of those cards is Mirror Force, and now it's time to lay the beat down. Attacking with his own monsters is always crazy. And in one turn, I do about 6,000 damage. Let's see if he can crawl his way out of this one. It appears this man forgot the effect of his own card, and I'm going to bounce his only monster right back to his hand. Not that it really would have made a difference. Let's do a little MST just to add a little insult to injury. And yeah, this was a really big mismatch. I actually lost the recording to the second game, but I won game 2 very easily. So we're just going to move on ahead, and that completes the first round. Here's a look at the bracket. We have Yugi versus My Valentine, and then the other side we have Joey Wheeler versus Merrick. A big congratulations to all of our semifinalists. Let's get into it. We are starting off with Yugi versus My Valentine. We got Yugi at the bottom of the screen, once again played by Red Echo, and then we have TCG James playing as My Valentine at the top. Going into this match, I honestly had My Valentine favored, but Yugi is Yugi. He has the plot armor. Let's see how these two decks interact with each other. Right off the bat, we have Yugi using his big shield Gardna, doing 1,000 damage to My Valentine. Bringing out Breaker. Yugi is the only person in this tournament with Breaker, which is great because it gives you some back row removal plus an attack of 1,900. Going into Swords of Revealing Light, which will reveal that face down card. I don't think My Valentine even has any flip effect cards, so we don't have to worry about that. And he's using Regeki. Why not? He's going to be dealing the first damage of this game. 3,500 attack. Wow. We were all in Discord, and I swear we were shocked at this point. We thought, is this really the only chance we have at seeing My Valentine get knocked out? Because I'm telling you, in the practice rounds, My was absolutely destroying everybody. And with that third spell card, it allows him to tribute his skill Dark Magician for the Dark Magician. Look at this massive board he's bringing out. Wow, 2 breakers, a Dark Magician, and a skilled Dark Magician. If I was James, aka My Valentine, I would be scared right now. Does he have game? Does he have game? I think he does. Let's find out. It does. He has game. Oh my goodness. Are we going to see the undisputed champion get knocked out in the semifinals? Yugi goes up 1-0. Here we go, guys. Going into game 2. This is really exciting stuff here. Oh my god, just like last game, he's coming out with a big shield guard and a 2,600 defense. Heavy Storm, wow. Can't go wrong with a little Graceful Charity. Wow, looks like he sent Dark Magician of Chaos to the graveyard. I wonder why he would do that. Mirror Force. Oh my god. Is that the MVP of the entire duel? Let's find out. Magician of Faith. What's he going to bring back? Graceful Charity. He is going to be playing Graceful Charity 2 times in 2 turns. And he's playing another Heavy Storm. This is absolutely insane. Unfortunately, when you pop that spell card, it allows him to special summon any Harpy from his grave, so you know he's bringing one out. There's that graceful into a Swords of Revealing Light, because why not? When you're Yugi, you gotta play the Yugi cards. Monster Reborn, oh no. Now I see why he brought the Dark Magician of Chaos to the graveyard. It's so he could special summon it without any tributes. What a maneuver! Dark Magician of Chaos is absolutely broken in this format. It banishes the cards, so none of the graveyard effects go off. It is not looking good for James. I swear, at this point, the Discord was going absolutely insane, guys. He's doing whatever he can right now. And he can't even do that. Magic Cylinder, sending the attack back. Sometimes you just draw everything you need to, and it seems that that's what's happening for Yugi right now. Look at that board. He's playing graceful again. Absolutely insane. All of the Harpy spell card effects rely on the Harpies going to the graveyard, so by playing Dark Magician of Chaos and banishing them, it essentially just destroys the entire strategy. At this point, My Valentine doesn't know what to do. She's spraying perfume on all her cards. I don't think it's going to help. Pot of Greed, why not? Bring out the Dark Magician, why not? He's comboing on him, ladies and gentlemen. He's flexing on him. This is absolutely insane. I don't think we've ever seen Yugi piloted this good before. Red Echo is a master tactician. And he's attacking, and we're going to get that beautiful animation. Dark Magic Attack! Wow, and just like that, My Valentine is eliminated. Yugi is moving on to the finals, guys. Let's check out our other conference. We have Merrick versus Joey. Looks like we got Merrick at the bottom, and Joey Wheeler, a.k.a. Ojama, ya boy, at the top. My good old friend, the Goblin Attack Force. Always feels good when I can do 2300 damage right off the bat. Another great thing about Goblin Attack Force is that it switches itself into defense position at the end of the attack, which when going up against Merrick is very useful because he's able to put Winged Dragon of Ra on the field and OTK. So essentially I was able to protect myself. Bring the goats out. Bring them out. Yup, and just like that, he's bringing out Winged Dragon of Ra. Thank God for Goblin Attack Force putting itself into defense position. Otherwise, I might have lost this duel right here. He's going to Monster Reborn my own copycat just to copy the attack of my Goblin Attack Force. What a strategy. Interesting. He's choosing to pay 1,000 life points right now to pop one of my cards. Creature swap. I always make sure to switch my scapegoats into attack position right before I do it too. This will let me get a free 2300 attack in. And just like that, he's already down to 2400 life points. I'm just a master duelist. I don't know what to say. I'm just a master duelist. I'll take the 1,000 damage. It was worth it. He's going to pay another 1,000 life points to pop one of my cards. A very risky strategy with how little life points he has. And I have another scapegoat. He would have thought he was getting the direct attack. He would have thought. Just like we saw in the Pegasus duel, he's attempting to use the Nightmare Wheel and start to burn me. It's a decent strategy. Let's see what happens. Thankfully, I was able to tribute that card off the field, get rid of the burn. Oh man, he keeps attacking my goats. Pot of Greed. Another Nightmare Wheel. Man, this guy loves burn damage. Thankfully, I have a Panther Warrior, which allows me to tribute a monster to attack and get rid of his Nightmare Wheel once again. The reason I did that was just, like I said, to get rid of that burn damage. I know that move looked a little crazy. I had to take some damage and lose my Panther Warrior. Now my field is completely empty, but I still think it was worth it. I didn't want that burn damage to start adding up. Tributing into Bizar's Shock to return all cards on the field to the hand. Oh my god, what a risky strategy. Will this pay off? He only has 1,400 life points. Now he's doing some serious damage. Wow, just like that, he brings me down to 800. Thankfully, I have one last trick up my sleeve. I summon Goblin Attack Force, which has just enough attack points to be able to attack for game. Absolutely insane. This is why you got to do math, guys. And just like that, Joey Wheeler, aka Ojama, is moving on to the finals, baby. Here we go, y'all. We got the finals. And of course, for the finals, we had to throw the baby photos on it. We got Joey Wheeler, aka Ojama, going up against Yugioh Red Echo. This is for all the marbles, y'all. Ojama coming out the gate with the Regeki into the Goblin Attack Force right off the bat. 2,300 damage. Oh my goodness. With the Graceful Charity. Another Graceful Charity? Going right into Jinzo. At this point, I was feeling really good. Plus another Regeki. Sheesh, I really drew everything I needed to this first game. Another 2,400, and he's down to 3,300 already. Is Joey going to run away with this one, guys? 4 set cards and a Jinzo. What a beautiful sight. The Big Shield Gardner. Man, what a cock block. Pot of Greed. Oh no, he's hitting me with a Regeki back. This is insane. We're just going Regeki for Regeki at this point. Similar to going band for band. Plus a breaker. I have so many cards set though. Will he pop the right one? Guess he's not popping anything. The Sakuretsu Armor. I didn't have Mirror Force, but I had Sakuretsu Armor. Kind of similar. Bring the goats out, baby. And I'm switching one of the goats into attack position. This is a really risky maneuver, but hey, you gotta go big. So we're going to attack into his Big Shield Garnut, take the 2,600, flip it into attack position, and now finally we can get it off the field. Yugi's down to 1,400, guys. I think I got him on the ropes. Let's see. First off, we're going to MST one of his back row. Doesn't look like we got anything special. Not the Mirror Force. At least it only took out one of my cards. Bring more goats out. No, not Regeki. I just put all those goats out. And they're gone. And we're bringing more goats back. Man, I would hate to play me. Dang, I was so close to taking him out, and then he has to play Swords of Revealing Light. Panther Warrior. Oh yes, the MST. I'm switching my scapegoat into attack position and attacking, hoping that it's a big shield Gardna. Unfortunately, it was not. It was a card with 18 under defense, so I took a pretty big hit on that one. Yeah, so he's able to banish that card from his graveyard, and it basically ends the entire battle phase. And he popped another scapegoat. The amount of scapegoats I was drawing this game was absolutely insane. The Dark Magician Girl. He decided not to go Crash Out, boys. Uh-oh, scapegoat in attack position. You know what that means. Creature swap. Give me that Dark Magician Girl. Take this freaking goat. And we're going to attack for game. Attacking for game with his own card, meaning we get the animation. Let's go. Game 1 going to Joey. Will I win my own tournament, guys? Am I going to win my own tournament? I know Yugi isn't going out sad like that. No way I win 2-0. Let's see what he's got for me in game 2. Right off the bat, you see I'm building a wall. We got 3 cards on the field already. Swords of Revealing Light. Such an annoying card. Nothing more annoying than the combo of Graceful Charity into Magician of Faith to get it back and play it again. That is brutal. Look at this man's hand right now. This is too funny. He's really leading the attack with Magician of Faith and Marsh Milan. But hey, it's working. I couldn't really do anything during my turn because of swords, so I just set one and ended. And I wish I didn't set that card, because now Breaker's about to pop it instantly. Looks like Yugi is definitely in command of this game. But it was a scapegoat, so it doesn't matter. We baited out his pop, and now we are going to put the goats back on the field, baby. Welcome to the farm. Another Magician of Faith. What's he going to bring back this time? Another Graceful Charity. This man is going insane. Of course, he drew the Regeki. There goes the farm, ladies and gentlemen. My whole field is wiped. And he's going to use Monster Reborn to bring back his Dark Magician. Man, I had 5 cards on my field. They got completely wiped, and now he's got 5 cards on his field. Yeah, I am in trouble. Ow. 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 He's got me down to 3,000 life points. Let's see if your man can come back. Now, I've come back from worse than this, so let's see what I can cook up. 3 set cards, 4 set cards, and a copycat. Not another Regeki. Oh my goodness. Wipes away my 2,500 attack copycat. And then he plays Heavy Storm. This man could not lose, man. He really just wiped my entire monster row and then wiped my entire back row. I think I was meant to take this L. The Dark Magician animation for game. So guys, we are going into the final game of the final round. This is what you love to see. Winner takes all. This is for the entire tournament. Here we go, guys. Right off the bat, it looks like Yugi has a solid advantage on me. I'm going to bring out my copycat to get 1900 attack. And I'm the first one to draw Rigeki. We are going to wipe his board. He's got that Swords of Revealing Light. Thankfully, I have the Mystical Space Typhoon. So we will be dealing the first damage of this final elimination game. Not the Marshmallow. I will be taking 1,000 burn damage, plus it can't be destroyed by battle, so I'm effectively stopped in my tracks. Knowing him, he probably just brought out another Marshmallow. Jinzo! Rigeki! Oh my god, this entire match has been determined by who can draw Rigeki. And just like that, we take firm control of the duel. I'm up 7,000 to 1,800, and he has no cards on the field. If he draws Rigeki, though, I'm screwed. And he ends his turn. Uh-oh, the escape is going to attack position with the creature swap, and just like that, this game is over. All we have to do now is attack for game. Let's go! Joey Wheeler is our champion.
Yeah! What they gonna say now? It's rigged? It's rigged because I won my own tournament? Let's go. I finally got one, y'all. This feels better than winning a YCS, I swear. I know that was a super long video. I really appreciate all of you who made it to the end of the video. That was an awesome Masterduel tournament. We're gonna keep doing these in the future. And yes, as always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on the next episode.